Hey everybody, how are you? Thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Cheryl Horvath. I'm an independent Stamp It Up demonstrator coming to you from Woodinville, Washington. And today I'm going to showcase one of the new stamp sets that is released in the new annual catalog. If you haven't seen it yet, here it is. This is what it looks like. Getting camera, there you go. And if you are interested in receiving a catalog from me free of charge, please just ping me. You can get me at cheryl@cardsbycheryl.com or on Facebook, also cardsbycheryl.com. You can join my Facebook page, and I'd be happy to send one out to you. Okay, that was my plug for that. Party Puffins. This is what we're going to do today, and I'm also using the new pattern paper called, let me get you up here, called Pattern Party. And actually, let me just turn the camera around so that you can see better. There. So we're going to be using this pattern paper. We're going to be using the Party Puffins stamp set. And I don't know if we're going to make 3 cards or 2 cards. We'll see how long it takes me. But the first one we're going to make, let me put this stuff away. Looks like, lost it already. Looks like this. And it's just got a fun little pattern paper inside. So let's get started with that. I have pre-cut everything just to kind of make it quick. So let me put this here, get this out of the way. Okay. So this first card has a card base cut 5 3/4 to 5 1/2, and then you score it at 1 1/2 inches. So you're going to score it so that the 5 1/2, you're going to score it on the 5 3/4 line. And so you're going to score it at 1 1/2, and this folds over and becomes your flap. So the other pieces we're going to need are a couple different pieces of designer series paper, red and white sentiment strip, and then this will be for the inside. So that goes with that. So what we're going to do is start with the inside flap. And on my card, I used the heart, rainbow hearts, but I switched it up and I'm going to just use the rainbow stripes this time. So the piece that you need for this is 4 1/2 by 6, and it's larger than the card. You can see it's going to overlap, and that's done intentionally because what we're going to do is once we get the 2 pieces glued, we're going to trim it precisely around, and that gives it a really nice, clean, sharp edge. So I don't know if you can see here, there's no, when you're trying to line up paper exactly on top of each other, especially if you're using any kind of adhesive tape, if you don't get it perfectly the first time, you're going to have some overlap edges or things like that. When you do it this way, where you have an overhang on all 3 sides, you have the opportunity to cut it really cleanly with your paper trimmer, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so we're just going to use a little bit of Tombow Mono glue, and you want to make sure that the pattern you want to show up on the inside is facing down. So we want the rainbow to show up. So we're just going to close this flap in over the top of it like that. Then we're going to take the coordinating top piece, and we're just going to butt it up to the white panel here and glue that down. So just like that. Oops. Get back there. Okay. So now we're just going to grab our trimmer. Make sure you guys can see this. So you can see there's overhang here. So what I do is I just line up the paper with the white edge at the gutter, and it should be 5.5, so you can use the left hand side as your guide. And this is going to help you cut only the stuff that's overhanging. So you can see up here, it's not cutting anything. It's not cutting any of the white because I've lined it up at 5.5. Then you're going to go like that, slice it right through, and look how clean of an edge you have. So we're going to turn it around and do the same thing. Line it up at 5.5. Not cutting any of the white cardboard or card base until you get to the overhang, and then you trim that off cleanly. Last side is like so, and let's see, this needs to be 4.25, right? Yeah. So this needs to be 4.25. So you're going to close this, line it up at 4.25, and you're going to make a clean cut so that we have nice clean edges all the way around. Okay, done with that. Now we're going to get into some stamping. And I used the, you see all my bits and pieces here that I've been playing with. I used the little candles to make the border on the side, and then we're going to do a little cake. This particular card doesn't have any of the birds in it, but I just thought it was a fun all-purpose card to make. So let's grab my block, and what we're going to do is use, where'd it go? My Post-it tape. This is awesome. I use this all the time. And we're just going to put a little bit of mask down so that we don't ink up on our DSP. Boy, I cut that kind of close, didn't I? So this tape will pull up easily without tearing your paper, which I love. And then our ink is going to be the Tuxedo Black Memento. And we're just going to randomly lay down some candles. Let's see here. And just rotate, twist your wrist or hand, and kind of get the candles going in a fun different direction so they're not all the same. Oops, I didn't get that one very good. But like that. Oops, we're going to leave this up because we're not done. And then you can just pull this up, and that's ready for coloring. Clean off my stamp. And we're going to move on to the birthday cake. And I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap, basic white. And this will end up, after we color it, we'll fussy cut it out. And then, actually, while we're stamping, I might as well do the sentiment. And the sentiment is just going to be happy birthday. Right here. And this is 3/4 tall by 3 inches wide. And it just makes the perfect width of a strip to go through my Pick-a-Banner punch. So I'm just going to center this right on the white strip. And that looks good. And then I'll show you how we punch it out when we get to that part. But I think all the stamping, oh no, the inside. So we did Make-A-Wish with the little fishy on the inside, so might as well let's just do that too. And the inside piece is cut to 4 by 5.25. And that little fish is so cute too. So there's the Make-A-Wish. grab a little fishy. Cute. So you can see I didn't stamp that perfectly, but instead of turning it over and restamping, I'm just going to fix it with a little black Sharpie, and it'll be fine. Okay, so the colors that I'm using for this card, the alcohol markers I'm using are the Stampin' Blends, and pretty much. So we're using the dark Poppy Parade, the light and dark Daffodil Delight, the light Granny Green, the light Night of Navy, and then the light Smoky Slate. And so let's just color the candles first because that's super quick and easy. And I don't need the gray for that one. I don't need the light yellow for that one. And I will zoom up a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to start by just doing all of the flames. And I'm not doing any blending on these. The image is so small that blending would kind of be lost on it. So just really simple, elementary almost coloring, but still fun. Okay, then I'm going to take my Poppy Parade dark, and every candle that has this black line through it is going to be red. That way it keeps them kind of uniformly spread out in color. And then the Night of Navy is going to be just the solid blue. You need a super fast and fun card. Sometimes I would forget that I needed a card for a coworker or something in the morning, and I would get up and wouldn't have any cards on hand, but I would always have a go-to card that I could do very quickly and then head out to work. Okay, so the cake, we're going to start with the Smoky Slate. And it doesn't matter which end you use. I like to use, for the smaller spaces, I like to use the nib end. And I'm going to have the frosting be white. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of shading to the frosting area, just to kind of give it some dimension. And again, not hardly doing any shading here. So then we're going to color the cake. The base of the cake is going to be yellow. And this will have a little bit of the dark daffodil coming in to give it a little bit of dimension also. So let me show you how I do that. So I just grab the darker color and just add a little bit where I think there might be some shadows. And then, because the cake's round, right? So then I just come back with the light and then I blend in so there's no harsh lines. And I might as well add the yellow candles here. That's really the only blending we did on this card. Okay, so that's done. And then we're just going to color this guy yellow. And I'm going to bring in a little bit of orange. So I'm going to grab some Pumpkin Pie Light and just give them kind of a little bit of an orange belly. And let's see, let's make his Let's make the ribbon around him. Let's do that red. There. Now, you don't even have to go back in with your marker and do an outline on it if you don't want. I don't know if you can see. It's a little fuzzy, but honestly, you wouldn't even notice unless you were like trying to find it. But I'm just going to use a little Sharpie pen, fine tip pen, and go over just lightly in the little areas that didn't stamp perfectly well. Like that. And that's done. Okay, so all the coloring's done. It's time to put this card together. We do have to cut this out though. So this will just take a minute. Put that in the scrap bucket pile. There's no dies that come with this set. But the images are super easy to cut out. There's not a whole lot of, like when I get up to the candle part, I'm just going to cut around them. Make sure I'm in camera so you can see. So easily under 30 seconds to cut this image out. That's all the fussy cutting we're going to do for that. And this is going to go on the front of the card. And for the sentiment then, let me grab my banner punch. I forgot to grab that. One of my all-time favorite punches is this guy right here. I love it. And I'm only going to flag one end of it. So these are the notches. They're 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and full inch notches. Sorry. And you're just going to slide this in. And it's going to naturally guide into the 3/4 inch mark. And punch it. I'm going to do the same thing with the red strip. I can probably zoom back out. So I have a little strip that has some flare on the end. Okay, sorry about that. That was a technical difficulty I didn't need. So back to this. We are just going to snip this in half. And we're going to glue a little bit so the red shows on each end. So like so. And like this. And it looks like I didn't cut my pieces perfectly. So we'll have to do a little bit of trimming so the red doesn't show. And then I'm going to grab a long scissors and just trim off this little extra edge. There. We are ready to put this on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is the best tool for removing the backings. It collects them all on the tip and then you can throw them away. Although I do end up with. So we're just going to put this in the bottom third. I do end up with little backings all over my house, like I'm sure you guys do too. And then I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of the little birthday cake and set that right on top of the birthday banner. Just like so. And if you wanted to add a little sparkle to the cake, you could certainly get out your Wink of Stella. You could actually sparkle all the candles too, if you wanted. Okay, time to put down the inside. And I'm going to use my Seal Plus. For that. Okay, so here's card number 1. Very sweet. Perfect for, oops, any gender, any age. It really would be a good all-purpose card to have in your stash. Okay, that's card number 1. The next card we're going to make is another fun one, but this has birds in it. So this is the second card we're going to make. And inside just has happy birthday, but I used some enamel dots and we're going to color a cake again. So let's get to going on that. I did pre-cut all my pieces again. So we'll start with, this is the inside. We'll start with the card base, which is your basic white 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So let's just do that. I still don't have the Stampin' Up! Bone folder. I need to get it. Okay, then the next layer is your basic black, and this is 5 1/4 by 4, so just a 1/4 inch trimmed from each side so that you have a nice little border. I do have PDFs with instructions on how to make each of these 3 cards if you're interested. I will link those below too. Okay, so now we're just going to use these DSPs. Let's see. And so here's my little cheat sheet. So one is 2 by 3, another square is 3 by 3, and then I have 3/4 by 5 1/16. And so the big square goes in the upper right hand corner. I just love this paper. Like so. Make sure I have this, yeah, in the right spot before it gets completely glued down. This would be a fun card for a kiddo also. Such bright colors. Cute little birds, party puffins. And that's going to go there. Just like that. There, isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, now we're going to need to do some stamping because we need some birds that we're going to color, and that's super quick coloring also. So let me grab some more of my, this is the scrap that I had from the first card we just did, and we're going to need this guy right here. What did I do with my ink? Oh, it's buried. I have seen some people use the Stamparatus with this stamp image because of you need a nice solid, crisp solid black for the bird. And I am fine with this. It's a little bit spotty, but honestly, I think it adds to it. But if that bothers you, just get your Stamparatus out and you can use that. The other thing you could do is to get your black marker out and just color it in too, if you don't have the Stamparatus or you don't feel like monkeying with it. Now we're taking the birthday puffin and Just take a look at it and make sure there's nice coverage all over. That one is a little bit too spotty for me, so I'm going to try this again. There, better. Okay, I think we're done with that for a minute. And we're gonna, oh, we need to do another birthday cake. And that's still here. Okay. We're gonna use the same set of markers that we used on the first card. So let's drag those out. And the puffins are so easy to color. So this, for the smoky slate, all I'm doing really is just putting a little bit of gray for some shadows and just to give it some dimension. Not everywhere, just kind of like so. I'm going to do the same thing over here. There, just like that. That's all you need to do. For the beaks, I had to look this up. And did I get my pumpkin pie up? Yeah. So the Party Puffin beaks are like orangey and reddish. Oh, I'm coloring the wrong one. That's all right. So I'm using the light pumpkin pie and then the Daffodil Delight dark. And then I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of the dark pumpkin pie to put on the very edge. Like so. And then we're going to blend that in a little bit. So it looks like it's kind of graduated color. Like that. The little guy's feet, I did use more of the pumpkin pie. And I just kind of put a little edge. Come back in with the light. We're using the Poppy Parade Dark for the hat. And then we're just going to put some fun polka dot colors in here. Blue and green. We'll do a yellow one. And another blue one. Okay, the birds are done. We're going to do the cake the same way we did the other one. And I think this time we are, let's see. Yeah, we can do the cake yellow again. So this is the light daffodil. And then coming in with a little bit of the dark to add some shadows. So easy to color these guys. We're gonna make all the candles red just for time. Okay, coloring's done. Goes away. Oops. And we do have to cut these out. All right. I didn't time myself, but I think that took like maybe 2 minutes tops. So we have our card front here, and that's going to go there. This is going to go here, and we need to stamp a sentiment. And again, this is 3/4 by 3. I just find that is a very general size that seems to work with many of the Stampin' Up! Stamps for the sentiments anyways. Okay, we're going to grab our black ink. Just put that right in the center. And I'm going to flag the end again. I told you, this is like totally one of my most used punches. If you have the hexagon, not hexagon, but that like triangle punch, that would work also to flag the end. And so that's going to go there just like that. I'm going to pop all these guys up with dimensionals. It's this little bird is just, I get such a kick out of him because at first I couldn't tell like what was he trying to do, but I feel like he's jumping for joy. Or maybe he's trying to get out of the way of the candles so he doesn't burn himself. I don't know. It's cute. And the images, you saw the images are just so easy to color, so fast. I think I want to put a mini on his feet. So that's going to go like that. Did I pop up? I did pop up this guy too. I popped everything up. Why not? I just got a whole new stash of dimensionals in my last order. But they are one of the cheapest things in the catalog to buy. So I use my Stampin' Rewards for those usually. Okay, what we're going to do is put the banner down first. Make sure I put that in the spot I want it to. And then I'm going to have the bird kind of coming over the top of them. Like that. And then he's going to go like that. And the cake's going to be sitting on top. Got him a little crooked. Well, you know what? I shouldn't have put a dimensional on his foot because it's going to collide with the sentiment, and I don't want that. There. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now for the inside, what did we do? We just did that. Okay. So we're not done stamping, but we're done with the dimensionals, so we can put those away. And the birthday candles are still out. So this is just 5 1/4 by 4, your basic size for the insert. And my ink. Like so. And then we're going to do happy birthday on the outside. I got a new, when I placed my order with all the new stuff that came in the annual catalog, I placed my order and it was large enough where I qualified for a 50% off item. And I was vacillating on what did I want to get? Because you can't use 50% off for the bundles. Because I was going to buy the pansy bundle and it wouldn't let me. So I decided to invest in the full set of the clear blocks, which is $70. So with my half off item, I got it for $35, which is a great deal because these are honestly, these are the best blocks in the whole world. They're nice and thick and they're ergonomic. They've got a little gripper. It keeps your hands out of the ink. I just love them. So I used my 50% off on that, and I thought that was a really good deal. Okay, gonna color these candles up real fast. And use back more of the green, granny apple green. And we're gonna use daffodil on the flame. Grab some of our glue. Actually, let's use Seal Plus. And we're just going to center this down right here on the inside, like that. Now, if you wanted to decorate the envelope for this, you could totally grab one of the DSPs and put it onto the envelope flap. Do I have an envelope right here? I thought I did, yeah. So you could decorate the envelope with the matching paper, and that would be really cute too. So there's card number 2. Let's see, how long have we been going? Should we do the third one? I've got it all ready to go. We might as well. This one's a little bit more involved. This is a gift card holder. And it looks like this. And you open it up and it's got a place for, let's see here, do I have one? Yeah. So it's got a place for the gift card. It's got a place for your sentiment. And then cute little. So we've colored all of these things already, so let me just talk you through how to make it. And I won't bore you with the coloring again. So this is Pool Party, and you're going to start with the base that is basic white. It's 11 by 4.5. So 11 by 4.5, and then it's scored at 2.5 and 5.5 down the center. And the way this is going to fold up is you're going to fold it like this, just like a normal card. Like so. Then you're going to take this flap and fold this in. This is going to become the base of the card holder, the gift card holder. And give that a good score. And then fold it over, and here's your card base. So then you're just going to take your Pool Party or whatever colors you want to use. This is 4 by 5.25, your standard inside base. You're going to put that down. Let's just go ahead and do this. And we're going to, we have pieces that go. So here is the, no, here's the front piece. This piece goes on here like this. This is 2 3/4 by 4. That's going to go right on the top like that. Then this piece is 2 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go inside there. Oops, and I just got glue everywhere. Watch me put my hands in it. There. Okay, then we're going to use a little bit more DSP, and this is going to go here like that. So it's 3 3/4 by 2.5, 3 3/4 by 2.5. So this gives you some white space to write on, and then this is what shows up on the outside when you close the card. So we'll just stick those down. butt that up nice so there's a nice seam. Then, what do we have on the inside? We do have more DSP on the inside. So this little one goes here. Lots of layers to this card. I love this black and white print, this one. And this piece is 3 3/4 by 2.5. And this, I think, would also be an okay guy card, to be honest. I just think it doesn't look too foo-foo-ish. There's no bows on it. Okay, so here's, and then to assemble the gift card, I'm going to save you from all the coloring, but we just put the card together, and see I have this scoop there so that it makes it easier to pull out the gift card. So we're going to do that before we tape it down. And I used a circle punch for that. And I'm going to use my 1.5 inch circle punch. And I'm just going to make a little tab. If I can do this, I know it's going to have to cut through a lot. There we go. Oops, I didn't do that right. Let's try that again. Ah, there. Then, now that you have your little scallop, you're going to grab your tear and tape, which I have right here, and you're just going to run as close to the edge as you can get there and here. Okay. This is going to close up the gift card section so that your card doesn't fall out. Close that down. And what did I do with it? The gift card. It's buried in here somewhere. Maybe it's in, no? I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's in here. So then this just slides right in like so. So there. Decorate it up however you'd like. I used, Make-A-Wish and Happy Birthday with the colored penguin. But like I said, I won't bore you with coloring that again online because you've already seen me do it once. So let me pull in this 3 cards again. This Party Puffins Stamp Set is available on page 67. And it is $20, so it's a great deal. And it's such a versatile stamp set. Like I said, you can throw together cards super easy. $20. You can buy this in my online store along with any of the other supplies that I used today. I'll link them all below for you. There's a special going on right now. If you spend $250, you earn an extra $25 in Stampin' Rewards, which is a great deal. And if you are, the other good deal that's going on right now is a membership promotion to join Stampin' Up. And normally you'd spend $99 to get $125 worth of product. But the promotion right now is spend $99, which includes shipping, and you will get $155 worth of product of your choice, anything you'd like. So it's such an awesome deal because number one, you get free stuff, and number two, you can become a discount shopper, or not. You can decide to stay as a member of Stampin' Up, or you can decide to just let your membership expire and no harm, no foul. Nothing nothing will happen to you if you choose not to buy any further products after the starter kit. But if you do purchase a starter kit and you get your $155 for $99, you will, on all future orders, you'll get 20% off. So you can become like a discount shopper. So it's like being a member of Costco or Mary Kay or, you know, any of those other types of companies where it pays if you are interested in purchasing stamps and you like Stampin' Up! Products. It pays to be a demonstrator just for the discount. Like I get 25% off everything, and I know some of the other demonstrators who are actively selling more than I am get even more than that, but it's worth it for me to get the 25% off. And you as a hobby demonstrator can also get it for 25% off. So, and like I said, I got a whole set of clear blocks for $35. They're normally, you know, retail for $70 because I got the half off. There's just all kinds of deals and things. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the black matte jewels on that. Let me grab those real fast. These are also a really popular item right now, and I ordered a bunch. And I put my take your pick tool away. So let's just do this real fast, because it really does add a little something to the card. Just makes it accentuate the colors a little bit more there. So these are the matte black dots, and I think these are like $7 something for all of these. Again, I'll link those in my store. Okay, so I won't keep you any further. I would love for you to like and comment and tell me how you like these cards, how you, if you have any questions about becoming a demonstrator or signing, you know, doing the starter kit or just anything. I'd love to earn your business and become your demonstrator. Get me at Cheryl at cardsbycheryl.com. Click shop now to jump to my online store, and you can buy any of these products that you see. Love for you to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.